Okay, so those of us on YouTube, you're welcome. I'm trying to make sure that those on Instagram can hear me very, very well. If you can hear me on TikTok, please give me a 111. Those of you on Zoom, please give me a 111 if you can hear me. Those of you on TikTok, if you can hear me, please give me a 111. Okay, fantastic. I think we are good to go. Let me check. Okay, fantastic. So those of you on, okay, I don't know if my background is better in blue. Let's see. Okay, I think I like that better. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and happy Sunday. Is blue better? I think blue is better. Good evening and happy Sunday. So today I want us to be discussing about the 5 dimensions of the mind, or we can also put it as the mindset dimension, whichever one that you choose, or whichever one you find comfortable. So this dimension came as a result of some of my inner circle mentees, business owners that I work one-on-one in a strategic section to help them grow their business and automate their business processes. So I encounter a lot of my clients ask me, not really ask, well, in the process of me helping them grow their business, they tend to say some things that is not right for them as business owners. And most times, it's not as if they are conscious of what is being said. And that's why I decided to have this live section with all of you in Zoom. And I'm also streaming on YouTube. I'm streaming on Instagram. I'm streaming on TikTok. All right. So let's talk about the 5 dimension mindset, or dimensions of the mind. The 5 dimensions of the mind that you need to be conscious of, because it's most times we are not, when you don't pay attention to these things, you tend to live your life in errors. Let me put it that way. So as a business owner, or whatever it is you're selling, in order for you to earn money, there's one mistake I see a lot of online entrepreneurs make, and it's seeing yourself as a marketer. Once you start doing your business online, that mindset of seeing yourself as a marketer has really affected a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs doing business online. So you don't need to see yourself as a marketer, but rather you need to see yourself as someone that loves people and have a solution for them, or be a solution provider to them. And that's why I need you to rebrand your ideology, just the way a doctor loves his patients and he's a solution provider to his patients. That's how I want you to see yourself as an online business owner. So stop seeing yourself as a marketer. Start seeing yourself as an online business owner. All right. And that's why I need you to rebrand your ideology of who you are as a business person. I need you to see yourself as a business consultant, a doctor, and not just a marketer, because you have the solution to people's problem. Because if you present yourself as a marketer, in people's perception out there, people's perception of you, they'll start seeing you as someone who is always selling something to them. And trust me, a lot of people don't like to be sold to, but we like buying things, but we don't like to be sold to. And that is why you need to see yourself as someone that is a solution provider, because when people perceive you to be someone that is always selling, then the thing that they do the moment they see you is to put their guards up towards you, to resist anything you're saying. And most of them do this subconsciously. Why? Their mind is telling them that you've come to sell them something. Okay. Even I, early in the days when I decided to go fully online, I was seeing myself as a marketer. But at a point, I came to realize that no, I have the solution to people's problem. I started seeing myself as a doctor. And that's why I need all of you to see yourself as a consultant, you have the problem to you have the solution to somebody's problem. All right. So see yourself as a business consultant, as a doctor who loves people and who loves to solve people's problem. Now, when you see yourself this way, then you'll be able to listen to people, not just eager to sell them something, but you'll be able to listen to their pain. You'll be able to listen to their need. You'll be able to listen to what it is that keeps them up at night. And when you're able to listen to that which keeps them up at night, trust me, what will happen? They'll start trusting you. And whatever you tell them as the solution to their problem, they are going to buy from you. All right? Trust me on that. So start seeing yourself as a consultant. And trust me, people don't like to be sold to. I'll say that again. As much as we like buying things, we like spending money, we don't like to be sold to. So until you start seeing yourself as a consultant, a doctor who has the problem of people, you love people, and you are ready to help them solve their problem, then trust me, people will get attracted to you. People will be flocking into your DMs, coming to you, meeting you for this advice, this problem, solution to this problem, and all that. Why? Because you are now a consultant and they see you as a savior. So they are seeing you as an individual who has the answer and the solution to their problem. Why? Because you've presented yourself as a consultant, someone that loves people and someone that loves solving people's problem. So henceforth, starting from today, I need all of you to start seeing yourself more as a consultant and not a marketer. You are a consultant, so focus on helping people. Focus on helping your clients. Help people. There's this saying that goes like this. What's that saying again? They say people don't want to know how much you care. Abby, I don't know how the saying goes, but it says, is it that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care? I think I got it. So you need to be focused on helping people. That should be your focus. When you're focused on helping people and not on selling, money becomes a reward that you receive automatically for a solution that you solved. So trust me, the sales will come. They'll automatically find their way to you. But first, you need to be able to sell. You need to be able to help people. When you help them, then the solution you provided to them, they will reward you with money, and that is your sales. Okay? So for you to build a successful business, you need to become a successful person mentally, internally, first and foremost, because 80% of success starts from the mind. 20% is just what we do. So for you to build a successful business, you need to become successful. And not just that, surround yourself with successful people. Surround yourself with successful team, because successful businesses are built by successful people. Now, if you find it difficult to maintain some level of success on a personal level in your life or even in that of your business, guess what? Because of the difficulties you're experiencing to maintain some level of personal success within yourself, it will automatically show in your business. Why? Because your business takes the form and the reflection of the owner, which is you. I can remember there was a certain time I had a crisis. Like, it was even few months back. I had a crisis. I had to pivot. Like, I had to stop everything I was doing and pivot and say a lot and say no to a lot of things that, not a lot, but I had to say no to few things that I was doing wrong, and I had to step up my game. All right. And I knew that at that moment, when I was in that crisis, I had to isolate myself from some other things I was doing so that the reflection of the crisis I was having that time will not reflect. And this was one of the reasons why I in 2021, I lost a lot in my business. When I lost my dad, a part of me left with him. So I was depressed. I went into the dark. And guess what? That's experience alone reflected in my business, and that was what led me to losing my business and going broke for the very first time in my life. So trust me when I say your business will take the form and the reflection of you, the owner. So for you to start seeing results in your life, the result that you want in your business, you need to first of all address the things within you internally, because there are some internal factors and there are some external factors that affect the way your business is going right now, and you need to start working on them. if you really want a better result in your business. A lot of people complain about their business this, their business that, but they don't know the reason why they struggle in their business is because of their mindset, the level where they are mentally. Okay, so you need to address some of the internal and external factor right now before you start seeing the kind of results you want in your business. So let's talk about some of these internal and external factor. um if I should ask you right now, what is the difference between a scarcity mindset and an abundance mindset, what will you say? What will your answer be? Drop it in the comments, let me see. What's the difference between scarcity mindset and abundance mindset? Those of us on Instagram, you can drop your comments. Those of us on TikTok, you can drop your comments. All right. So, what is the difference? Okay. So, scarcity mindset is a mindset of lack. Okay. Abundance mindset is the mindset of plentiful. Okay. Fantastic. Now, as much as a lot of us are dropping what we think a scarcity mindset is an abundance mindset, I want us to look at the two mindsets pari passu. Like, have your abundance mindset here, have your scarcity mindset here, then draw a line. Let's take a look at that. Why I'm asking us to draw a line is because as an entrepreneur, you need to know that there are some internal factors that are the core reason why you are not making the kind of sales that you want in your business. You see, and those internal mindsets have a lot to do with your physical results, because everything that happens in your mind reflects physically, it reflects who you are. And if you don't address these things, trust me, you continue to hold back. You continue to hold back and you will not do well in your business. It's not just even in your business, it even reflects in your health, your physical appearance. Trust me on that. I've been there. It tells physically. Sometimes you not even pay attention to yourself or even take care of yourself. Why? Because there is a war going on inwardly, and so happens to your business. And the funny part is that most of these internal factors or the internal mindset, we got it from our parents who passed it down to us. They passed it down to us because they thought that that was what they thought that that was the best thing to do, and that was the best thing they knew as of their own time. So you need to be careful, and you need, because being careful means tracing back, where did you get this particular scarcity mindset from? For example, in a lot of traditional homes in Nigeria, you find out that a lot of families, even my family, we did it. In fact, when I discovered this, I was like, wow. Not really that it was a scarcity, not really that we came from a a poor home. I didn't come from a poor home. I came from an average home because my parents were were doing very well. But I discovered that even in my home, when they give us food, for example, rice, you're supposed to eat all your rice before you eat your meat. It's not as if there was scarcity, but it was just that mindset that was passed from their parents to them, and now they pass to us. So there is no crime. In fact, right now, my nephew and my niece, whenever I visit them, I see them eating their meat first before even eating the rice, and I smiled. All right. So it is a mindset thing. Most times, the internal factor that is affecting us is because of a mindset that was passed down to us from our parents. But it does not matter. Why? Because it does not take away the fact that you have to take responsibility for what is happening in your life right now. Because the moment you start taking responsibility, then you have to start doing the things that you need to do in order to 10x your life, in order to increase your income, in order for you to grow your business. Why? Because a scarcity mindset is a negative mindset. It's a type of mindset where you tend to think in a direction of limitation. All right. So when you think that there is a limited supply of money, there is a limited supply of knowledge, there is a limited supply of wealth. Whenever you find yourself thinking that there's a limited supply of people to buy your product as a business owner who sells products or services, then that is you thinking in a negative way. And when you find yourself thinking in a negative way, trust me, that is what we call the scarcity mindset. So whenever you see yourself thinking of limitation, limited money, there's no money in the country, that's a scarcity mindset. And guess what? It's so funny that even the authority tends to use the media to pass that, to program our mind, that pass that message. You hear them saying the dollar is right. Is there any time that the economy is not being affected? Every economy is affected. There's always a up and down, and it's normal. The only thing is in your days of abundance, did you save enough? and put in structure that will help you in the days of winter. What you're doing right now, have you built yourself to increase the capacity of your earning, whereby no matter how the economy fluctuates up and down, your standard of living is not affected? So it's all about the mind. It's all about the mindset. So whenever you find yourself thinking of limitation of anything, limitation of people to buy your products, limitation of customer, limitation of this or that, then that is you thinking in a negative way. And that's what we call scarcity mindset. And that's why today I want to teach you how you can think and operate at a level that is a level that is above scarcity, a level of infinite possibility, a level of positive possibility. Let's put it that way. All right. So when you have a scarcity mindset, it makes you reject the authenticity of people. I do scroll around online. Most times when I'm online, I'm just hibernating, like scanning through things, even recession and stuff like that. And I see people where I see a situation where someone will say, I made 10 million from my business. Like one lady, she said she made 11 million from her parfait business in 1 month. And people were doubting her that it's not business, it's not the same parfait they are doing that she's doing that they are doing. That's a negative mindset. That's a scarcity mindset. So when you have a scarcity mindset, it makes you reject the authenticity of what other people are doing, other people's success, who are even running the same business as you. Instead of you celebrating them, you start doubting their results, that maybe they are doing something spiritual, maybe they are doing something illegal, maybe they are doing something evil. No, that's scarcity mindset that is affecting you. So whenever you find yourself envying and doubting other people's success, especially people that are doing the same business like you, then know that you are having a scarcity mindset. Because you being aware of this mindset has put you in a position where you can elevate yourself and take yourself out of it. And this is why you have to replace the scarcity mindset with what I call an abundance mindset. So my question now is, what is an abundance mindset? Someone here, Jerry, said an abundance mindset is a mindset that reflects plentiful. That's one way to go about it, but you're also correct. Now, abundance mindset is that mindset that helps you understand that there is more. Let's put it that way. Is that mindset that helps you understand that there is more, not just more, but there is more than enough resources in the universe for everybody. More than enough. As much as we are, statistics says we in Nigeria, we are over 230 million in population, and the entire world is over 8 billion in population. Not over 8 billion in population. Guess what? There is more than enough resources for everybody in the universe. So for you to be successful, there's more than enough resources to make you successful in your business. There is more than enough things to make you healthy. There is more than enough things to make you happy. There's more than enough things to make you wealthy. As much as there are over 8 billion people in the world, over 230 million people in Nigeria, my dear, scarcity does not exist. There's no such thing as scarcity of people who will buy from me. It doesn't exist. Why? Because there's abundance. The question is, the reason why a lot of people, I feel that the reason why a lot of people tend to feel that there's scarcity in things is because they lack knowledge. If they had the right knowledge on how to go about running their business the right way, then they'll be able to attract the kind of customers and success they want in their business. So you need to switch from scarcity mindset to what? Abundance mindset. You need to see possibility in everything you're doing. You need to start seeing possibility all around you. You need to start seeing possibility growing everywhere around you. And when you start seeing possibility around you and in you, when you start thinking possibility, guess what? Possibility start growing in your mind. You begin to cultivate what I call the abundance mindset, the mindset of plentiful. Let me borrow that word from Jerry. The mindset of what? Plentiful, having more than enough, overabundance, and more than enough resources, more than enough happiness, more than enough health, more than enough people to buy from you, more than enough money, more than enough wealth. All right. So when you understand this, then you will never ever go beyond the level. In fact, you never ever go beyond the level of what is called scarcity. But remember, I said it's all about knowledge. It's all about your knowledge. Because the truth is, you can never grow beyond the level of your mental conditioning. For example, if this is the level where you are in business, that means this is the level where you are mentally. This is where your mindset is. For you to get to the next level, like this next level, you need to break free from here and attain the next level. And if you don't break free and remain here, then guess what? You cannot grow beyond the level of your mental conditioning. You can never go beyond what you think is possible. If you don't believe it's possible to make 1 million naira in 1 minute, then you will never achieve that. If that is your mental conditioning that is not possible, you remain there. So whatever you believe mental conditioning, you can never grow beyond what you think that is possible. All the things which you desire will begin to flow towards you and not away from you once you understand this life principle, that there's abundance in everything. And for you to keep attaining more and more in your business, you need to keep growing. And how do you grow? You grow through your mind. You need to transform your mind. You need to keep learning. You need to keep growing. You need to keep implementing and executing. Even in the Bible, God said, "My people perish for lack of knowledge." That you only grow by the renewal of your mind, transformation. And what brings about transformation? Knowledge. And that's why you must be learning every day. You must make sure that you're learning something new every day. Each time because every day I have a time for learning. Every day I have a time for implementation. Every day I have a time for execution. Every day I have time for different things every day. But one thing I know that I always have, I don't miss is learning. You see, learning, I learn every day. No day passes by that I don't learn. Why? Because I want to keep transforming my mind. And learning is not just learning one aspect of my life. I learn things about different areas of my life. So nobody was born lucky. When someone comes and say, "Oh, you're lucky, this and that," it's a lie. Some people are just in tune with the frequency of abundance. And that's why you must find your own today. You must find a way whereby you are in tune. You can tune yourself to the frequency of abundance. Why? Because abundance is a frequency and you can tune yourself into that frequency. And guess what? You can also tune yourself out of the frequency. That's the funny part about it. So I need you to repeat after me and confess it out loud, at least minimum 3 times every day. Write it down and repeat it out loud. I am operating in the frequency of abundance. I am operating in the frequency of abundance. I am operating in the frequency of abundance. Just keep telling yourself this. Whenever you see yourself thinking scarcity, thinking limitation, tell yourself, "No, I'm operating in the frequency of abundance." Because that is when you find yourself operating the frequency of abundance, people start seeing what you are doing as luck. The truth is that luck does not exist. Luck is when some people see things coming easy to you. That's because you are in tune with the frequency of abundance. Then things flow to you easily. All right. So when you are in tune with your abundance mindset, you will begin to see abundance all over you. You see abundance in your health. You see abundance in your business. You will not even be fighting or competing with people. Rather, you focus on collaboration. That's why people at the top, they don't compete. They don't fight themselves. Rather, they collaborate. You see, because why? They have the abundance mindset. Abundance is everywhere. Why should we fight ourselves when we can collaborate to even achieve more? So start seeing abundance in your health, start seeing abundance in your finances, start seeing abundance in your business, start seeing abundance in your relationship, all the levels of relationship you have in your life. Start seeing abundance in your spiritual life. Trust me, when you start seeing abundance, then the invisible goodwill of men, when you start seeing abundance everywhere around you, the goodwill of men, which is an invisible goodwill of men, will be translated, or let me put it this way, I call it the gift of men will surround you. Trust me. And when the gift of men surround you, it will start working for you. Why? Because you are in tune with the frequency of abundance. So always tell yourself, I am in tune with the frequency of abundance. I think in the frequency of abundance. And guess what? You attract abundance. You attract the gift of men to you. Because even when you're praying, I'm not religious, but I'm very spiritual. Even when you're praying, the truth is, when you're praying to God to do something for you, God starts with what you have in your hand already. Then He sends men, He walks through men to help you get to your next level. All right? So if you've understood that, then let's talk about how you can put yourself in a tune, or let's put it this way, how you can tune yourself into the frequency of abundance. I think that's the correct English. How you can tune yourself in the frequency of abundance. Now, I need you to know that you can tune yourself into the frequency of abundance by intentionally becoming conscious of the type of energy that you manifest per time. I know many of you have heard about manifestation, right? Now, when you're conscious about the type of energy, this what I'm trying to teach you right now takes a lot of work, because it takes discipline to notice when you're exhibiting that attitude. You see, everything you see physically is an echo of everything that you manifested internally. Whatever that you are seeing in your life right now, in your business right now, is a reality, an echo of what you manifested internally. And that's why you're having it physical. Because you don't get things physically without first seeing it in your mind. So it's an echo of the energy you manifested within you. Now, when I talk about echo, let's talk about there's this thing I always teach my I always teach people back then when I was active doing an offline training, traveling around different states in Nigeria. There's this thing I always tell people. I always tell them that whenever you think negative, you expel an energy. You won't see it, but the moment you think negative, your emotions go with that negative thought. And the moment your emotion becomes in tune with that negative thought, you expel a negative energy. And when you expel a negative energy, guess what happened? The universe, what I'm teaching right now is a principle of the universe. The universe receive that negative energy you expel and do what? Give back to you negativity in abundance. It gives back to you negativity in abundance. Why am I saying this? You need to be conscious of what you feel, how you feel, and what you think. Because when you think, your emotion goes in line with that and you expel an energy. Now, when you think positive and you feel positive, your emotion goes in that positive direction. You expel a positive energy, and the universe receive that energy and send back to you positivity. And that's why you need to be careful of the kind of energy you expel. And it starts with your mind, what you think, because what you think flows through your emotion and causes you to expel an energy. Okay, so now that I've talked about the principle of the universe in line with the energy we expel through the emotions of our thoughts, let's talk about the two types of energies that we manifest. Though I've already given you in a way of positive energy and negative energy, but practically, when I was doing my research, that was 2 years ago. When I was doing my research, I discovered that the positive energy, we call it an expansive energy. All right. So when we say expansive energy, is that energy that pushes you towards abundance. For example, the energy of love pushes you towards abundance. The energy of gratitude pushes you towards abundance. The energy of empathy pushes you towards abundance. This example I'm about to give is funny, but it's just a funny example that came to my head, maybe a practical way that you'll be able to understand. The energy of love push you to abundance, more especially in the aspect of married couples. Have you noticed some people, once they get married, it's as if they've attained a new level of their life in their business. Things start flowing well for them. That's an abundance energy. That's an expansive energy. And energy of joy. When you see someone being so joyful, like so happy, even though something bad just happened right now, in no distant time, you start seeing good things happening. That's energy of joy. Energy of gratitude is also an expansive energy. When you are grateful, when you are thankful. Energy of empathy, when you feel for others. One person that does this energy of empathy a lot is Gary Vee. He's so empathetic. Like, he feels for people a lot. In fact, I call him the ambassador of empathic feeling. Another expansive energy is forgiveness. Okay. Now, is an expansive energy. Why? Because when you forgive, you're not forgiving today. You're not forgiving for the sake of that person, but you are forgiving for your peace of mind and for your health. Because when you're angry with people, it's like you taking a pill, taking poison and expecting the other person to die, whereas you are the one dying. Okay, so this expansive energy of love, energy of joy, energy of gratitude, energy of empathy, energy of forgiveness at, pushes you, it attracts abundance, it attracts positivity to you, it pushes you towards the frequency of abundance. And guess what? Out of all this energy, the greatest and the strongest is gratitude. That is a secret I discovered was it last year? Last year, yeah. Between last year and last 2 years. No, last year. Gratitude. Honestly, gratitude is an amplifier. And that is why it is the strongest of all. Why? Because gratitude can skyrocket you into abundance within a speed of light. Like before you even think about it, you're already there. Why am I saying this? Whenever you find yourself in a negative mindset or in a negative energy, the only antidote, the only cure to move yourself from being in a negative environment, mentally being in feeling negative or thinking in a negative way, is gratitude. The moment you start feeling grateful, the moment you start expressing gratitude, the moment you become thankful, within seconds, guess what? You become better. You feel better. You've just transmitted yourself from the frequency of negativity into the frequency of what? Abundance. It's like a speed of life. You just start feeling good. And that's why gratitude is the strongest of all the expansive energy. Gratitude, very, very important. All right. So now that is for the expansive energy, which is the positive energy. Now let's talk about the negative energy, which is what? The contractive energy. Why do we call it contractive? Because it's an energy that keeps you down. It's an energy that prevents you to do what you're supposed to do. And guess what? If I should ask all of you, yeah, guess, give me an example of negative energy, contractive energy. The first that will come to your mind is what? Fear. Fear has made people to contract, like not do what they are supposed to do, not attain the heights they are supposed to attain, not start the business they are supposed to start because of what? Fear. Now, contractive energy pushes you away from abundance. Once you start entertaining fear, it pushes you away from abundance. Another energy is guilt. Once you become guilty, start feeling guilty of something, it pushes you away from abundance. When you start becoming doubtful of something, more especially doubtful of yourself, it pushes you away from abundance. Once you start feeling low self-esteem, it pushes you away from abundance. Trust me, these are very dangerous energies for you to manifest. They are very, very dangerous. And funny enough, the amplification of the universe sending it back to you is like double within a split of seconds. Pride, too, is also a contractive energy. Greed, yeah, is also. Jealousy is one of them. Envy is one of them. These energies pushes you away from abundance. It pushes you to lack. It pushes you to scarcity, which is the opposite of what? Abundance. And trust me, I am a living, will I call it a past testimony of this. Why I say past testimony of this is because I'm no longer in that realm again. 2021, ending the last quarter of 2021, I lost my dad. And when I lost him, just like I said, most of you that have been following me, you already know. I lost him. My dad was my everything. He was the reason why I was living. He was my lion hero. He was my knight in a shining armor. He was everything to me. I love that man. That the essence why I was breathing was because of him. But the moment he died, something in me left. Immediately, they called me over the phone that, because I was preparing to go see him, but immediately they called me over the phone that your dad is dead. As in, I screamed, as in a loud scream that even people around were like, "What happened?" I screamed that moment. I screamed. Something left, like it went with him. So at that point, I became depressed. I submitted my, in fact, I became a victim of life. I was living my life as a casualty, as a negative. I just opened like, I was like, everything, whatever that is happening, let it just happen. Like, I was not myself. I was a dead person walking. A lot of negativity, a lot of negative energy, a lot of bad things. As in, I was just living life as I see it. Whatever happens, let it happen. Until after, and guess what? That negative. Funny enough, it took it took it took 6 months. Like, it took a just one day to break down for me to lose the hard work of positivity that I've been building for almost 20 something years of my life. I lost everything. Like, when I mean crashed, the whole world came down crashing on me. I went to ground zero. You see that? And I had to struggle. I struggled. I lived in that energy, in that negative energy, that contractive energy for almost a year before finally I had to struggle to pick up the pieces. And the first thing I did was to redefine who I was, because I was living for my dad. So now that is gone, I had to look for a new meaning for my life. I had to redefine who I was. I had to redefine where I'm coming from. I had to redefine my purpose for life. And that was how I started picking up the pieces and I started growing. And guess what? It took me that year took me backward like how many times? But I'm grateful that I'm no longer there. So that's why you need to be very conscious of yourself. You need to be very conscious of the energy you allow in you. The energy you allow, even when the thoughts comes, you need to be able to fight it immediately. All right, as serious as that. Okay, because those when I found myself in that negative energy, I lost my business. I made a lot of business mistakes. I found myself in debt of running in millions, like serious debt. I was scared. You see, fear, the energy that held me was fear, guilt, and doubt, even low self-esteem. So be careful. When I mean I was a victim of that energy, but I'm no longer a victim anymore. And I'm very, very happy that I've left that realm to a higher and a new version of myself. So that's why I need you to know that you can actually create the kind of life that you want if you can only see it in your mind first. That life you want are those beautiful imaginations given to you by God, those beautiful things, those great things. Don't say it's not possible, it's possible. It's already a reality in another universe. For you to see that those great things, those powerful, positive things in your mind, it's God that is putting it there. All you need to do is to figure out a way to make it a reality because it's been given to you already. All right. So all you need right now to do is to have your mind and your mouth, those things you want for your life, those great things, those positive things, those powerful things. Think about it, then speak it out loud. Learn to have your mind and your mouth come together in agreement. Just like the way God created the earth and all the creation, He said He manifested it first in His mind. Then from His mind, He spoke it out. He said, He thought about light and He said, let there be light. So the manifestation of His mind, from the mind, He spoke out the words, having His mind and His mouth in alignment. And that alignment created a miracle that happened immediately. And that was why He was able to create everything in 7 days. So, as children of God, created by God in His image and His likeness, we have the power to manifest. And that's why you see those days growing up, whenever we say something or say something negative, you find someone telling you, keep quiet, re-say it. Why? Because there's power in your tongue. Is the tongue, your tongue is what you use to manifest. We have the power to manifest. We have the power to call forth things that are not present right now physically, but though they are present in the spiritual realm, internally, like in you is present. So you call them forth with what? Your mouth. So when a manifestation comes to fulfillment, like instantly, when you think it, say it, and it comes to fulfillment immediately, then that instant fulfillment is what people call miracle. And we experience this in a lot of churches. You see this man of God, someone that needs healing comes to him, he think about it, he speaks it, and immediately it happens. That's what's called miracle. But sometimes some manifestation does not happen in form of miracle, it happens in form of prophecy, because it's not all manifestations that happen immediately. Some manifestation takes time. Why? Because you, as an individual, you need to grow to the level of the person that you need to become in order for that manifestation to become a reality for you. And this is why you have the ability to create the life you want. This is how people create the kind of life they want. As much as people create the kind of positive and powerful life they want and the possibility life they want, people also create chaos in their life. People create a life full of negativity for them. Why? Because everything they are thinking and saying is what? Negative. All right. So I want to encourage you today. Start saying, start thinking, start saying, start speaking out those kind of things, those words that brings in positivity into your life, those kind of things that you desire, the good things, the great things. Call them forth. Call forth those things you want. All right. And you can do this in a form of meditation. I taught my community members, that was last year. Personally, I meditate a lot. I meditate immediately I wake up in the morning, and before I sleep, I meditate a lot. So I call forth everything I want and desire. I have my goal book. What I do is I buy a beautiful fancy book. I write down everything I want in present tense and some of them in past tense. Why? Because those ones I already set a limited time frame for. I put them in past tense. And those that I want to say, okay, in 2-3 years, I put them in present tense. I I think it, I speak it every day, morning and night. So try this while you're meditating. All right, it works. Trust me, it works. Okay, but I must warn you, you need to cut your clothes according to your size. I'm not saying you shouldn't dream big. Dream big, because the moment you think of that big thing and say it, you have manifested it. The only difference is that it will not happen immediately for you. And you've set yourself in a frequency where life is directing you on a path where you are to attain that. All right. And that is why you need to cut your clothes according to your size, then grow into it. Because some manifestation will not happen immediately. Because whatever you say and believe in it, it becomes a creation instantly. The only difference is that your manifestation did not happen immediately, it didn't happen at the spot. But trust me, it will definitely happen. Let me give you guys an example. Last year, beginning of last year, one of my goals was to register my business in the United States. How this thing will come to be, I don't know. All I knew was that I needed about 600,000. That was around $400 to make that a reality. But I don't even know how to go about the process. I don't know anything, but I just set it as a goal. And I set it as a prayer. I said, what I wrote in my goal book was, I registered my business in the United States, September 2023. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? In the month of September 2023, my business was registered. I never knew. In fact, it was when it was registered and it was declared to me that I was the winner of a contest. I was like, this was my goal. All right. So trust me when I say it happens. Learn to think positive, prophesy, speak it, and it becomes a reality. And do that morning and night, morning and night. All right. So when your mind comes in agreement with your mouth, a manifestation happens. If it happens immediately, it becomes a miracle for you. But if it happens much later, it becomes a prophecy. All right. So you can prophesy into your life. Whatever you prophesy into your life, it comes to pass based on the action you take in life to attain it. Because you don't just think and prophesy, think and speak and go and sit down and expect miracle to happen from heaven. No. They say faith without work is dead. So as much as you're having the faith, if it's faith, they said faith are those things that, is it? No, that's not faith. I'm trying to remember. There's this definition in the Bible that was used to describe faith. Evidence of things yet unseen. Is it things hoped for? Yeah, faith are the things you hope for and evidence of things yet unseen, something like that. but you need to work towards it. That work is very, very important. Okay, you must work hard, you must work smart, and you must network with people, because God is going to bless you with the things you ask Him for. Through men, you can't do it alone. He works through men. All right, so you can prophesy whatever you want, prophesy it into your life, think it every day, speak it out loud. Whatever you want to conceive in your mind, speak it out loud, and trust me, it's a reality. The only difference is a matter of time. Is it happening now? Is it happening tomorrow? Is it happening in a month's time? Is it happening in a year time? Is it happening in 5 years? No one knows. But your diligence in working in faith towards that will make it a reality. All right. So that is it about the scarcity mindset and the abundance mindset. So right now, let's finalize by talking about the three mindset dimension, the dimensions of the mind. Now, having the ability to understand the difference between scarcity mindset and the difference between abundance mindset, let's talk about the three different dimensions of the mind. There's what we call the first dimension of the mind, is what I call the fixed mindset. All right, fixed mindset. Now, fixed mindset are the things you do, and you use, when you do these things, you use them to justify your behavior. You use those things you do to justify your inaction. You use those things you do to justify your circumstances, the circumstances around you, so that you don't have to take responsibility for anything. That's what a fixed mindset is. Okay, let me give an example. When you say that, oh, I don't know how to talk because I'm shy. I don't know how to talk because I'm an introvert. I don't know how to go live on social media. I don't know how to do anything on social media. I'm not a social media person. Guess what? That's a fixed mindset, because everything you're saying, you are using it to justify your inaction of not doing what you need to do to grow your business, your behavior your behavior of not reading or learning the skills that you need in order to grow your business, or even outsourcing or paying someone to do it for you. You are using it to justify the circumstances why your business is not doing well. It's now a justification. It's now a good thing, and you're proud of it. Trust me, this being shy introvert, as much as you say I'm an introvert, I'm an extrovert, yeah, growing up we find ourselves like this. It could be because of the background you're coming from or stuffs like that. Yeah, there are times I'll say I'm an introvert, but most of the times my mind will like, why label yourself? And guess what? Most of us use this to label ourselves, and we use it to justify our inaction. Why we're not doing what we are supposed to do. We use it to justify our bad behaviors. We use it to justify why things are happening the way they are happening in our life, when you have the power to change it. All right. So I need you right now. I need you to know that all the things you're saying about yourself, I am an introvert, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I am not a social media person, I am not this, I am not that. All those things that you are saying that you are not, in a negative, using a negative sentence, I need you to know that everything is a fixed mindset. That is you having a fixed mindset, meaning you're not ready to grow. You are limiting your ability to grow. I used to be shy, but I'm here talking to you on cameras. Three cameras, one on TikTok, one on Instagram, one on YouTube, and those of you on Zoom. I'm an introvert, but I'm here talking. I'm an introvert, but I do public speaking. I do speaking engagements. I do conferences. I do seminars. Why? Because I don't want my limiting mindset to keep me down. I don't want to use it as an excuse for not achieving my dream or fulfilling my dream. No. So when you are having this fixed mindset, is a limiting mindset, is limiting your ability to grow. Is you telling yourself, I am not, then complete the sentence. Whenever you say I am not, just know that that is a fixed mindset. Because we should tell ourselves the truth. It's easy to blame something or someone else for our failure. It's very simple. It's easy to blame someone or things for your failure, for where you are right now, for what's happening to your business, for what's happening to you. It's easy to blame it on someone than it is to blame responsibility and take charge and say, I am the reason why I'm here. I am the reason why my business is like this. I am the reason why things are happening to me like this. I am the reason. I take responsibility and I'm going to change it. If it's to be, it's all up to me. All right? That's the difference. But a fixed mindset to say no, I am not it's not my fault, it's this person's fault, and you become comfortable. You blame it on others and remain where you are, waiting for the government to come and change your life, change your financial situation, change your business. Everything you are blaming it on the economy, blaming it on the government, blaming it on things that you yourself do not have power to influence. Why don't you focus on the things you have power to influence? And it starts with what you can do from where you are, with what you have, at the level where you are. So a fixed mindset puts you in a position where you don't have to take responsibility for anything in your life. That's what fixed mindset does. It limits your ability to expand. It limits your ability to grow beyond the certain and the current level that you are right now in life. So, my dear, if you really want something different in your life, then you need to stop doing what you've been doing. You need to replace the fixed mindset that you have right now with what? A growth mindset. Because if a fixed mindset is limiting you from growing, then you need to have a growth mindset. You need to focus on a growth mindset in order for you to do what? In order for you to grow. And that will lead us to the second, that will lead me to the second dimension of the mind, which is what? The growth mindset. Now, the growth mindset, they are people that have the growth mindset are people who hate excuses. They don't take no for an answer. The word I cannot is not found in their dictionary. It's not found in our dictionary. People that have growth mindsets, we are unreasonable. We are unreasonable people. We do unreasonable things. We produce unreasonable results. We do unreasonable things in order to get the unreasonable result that others are not ready to get. Others admire to get but are not ready to do what it takes. So people with growth mindset ask the right questions. They ask questions like, what do I need to do right now to have this kind of results in my business? Who do I need to become in order to have this kind of result as a reality in my life or in my business? Mind you, whatever you achieve in life, you need to become a different version of yourself. One of my colleagues will say, you need to become he always says something like this. Now, this is a 1.0 version of you. This is a 2.0 version of you. This is a 3.0 version of you. This is a 4.0 version of you, whatever you want to call it. But you need to know that for you to achieve the results you want, you need a different version of yourself. If you're on a 1.0 version of yourself, you need a 2.0 version of yourself to get to achieve a higher level of your business, to achieve a higher result in your life and in your business. And that is growth. The person you are today shouldn't be the person that tomorrow meets. How do I put it? No. The person you are today shouldn't see the light of the day of who you become tomorrow. And the person you are today should be more than the person you were yesterday. That is growth. In order for you to produce the kind of results you want in your business and in your life, you must do what? You must keep growing. You must keep attaining and becoming different personality, different versions of yourself. The next version of you for the next level must be different. It needs to be a different kind of, you need a different kind of relationship for the next version of you. You need a different kind of association for the next version of you. You need a different kind of mentors for the next version of you. You need different kinds of coaches. Yeah, you had me right. As painful as that can be, I've learned that twice. So there goes the big, scary question. Are you ready and willing to lose some of the current friends and loved ones? Those people that are not adding anything in your life right now. Even though if they are your mentors and coaches, are you ready to leave them in order for you to become a different person, to attain the next level of your business, to become the person that is deserving of the next level? Because when the need comes for you to grow to a higher version of yourself, are you ready to pay the price? Are you ready to make the sacrifice? Because the next level and the next version of yourself will have a different attitude towards a lot of things. And people around you will not tolerate that. People that are not adding value in your life, but they are so accustomed to the normal you. Are you ready? So that the next version of you will be able to manifest because of your willingness to pay the price to attain a higher level, a higher version of yourself. Are you ready? Personally, all my life, I know what I'm asking you guys here, I've attained it 3 times. And four, between 3 and 4. Even from my family, from my first set of mentors, second set, I just keep growing. Because I promise myself that me that you're seeing right now, tomorrow I'm a more better and a higher version of myself than what you're seeing right now. Even if it means leaving your family. The first time I made a decision, I left home. My dad even disowned me. They even thought I went wayward because I ventured into entrepreneurship instead of becoming a medical doctor. I read biochemistry in school. I'm a biochemist. I was supposed to go back to school to study medicine, but some things happened. I decided to venture into entrepreneurship full time. And my dad was like, the whole family was against it because I was intelligent. I came out with good results, blah, blah, blah. And I had to leave home because they were all speaking negativity, like they were killing what I had in my mind. I left home. But later, when they started seeing results that I was producing, they now fell in love with what I was doing and they did what they accepted me. So the question is, are you ready to pay the price? You need to answer that question. So is it a yes or is it a no? So my dear Alpha Lions in business, Alpha Lions in the house, I want to ask you, are you ready to do those things? Because people who have the growth mindset, they always ask these questions. Who do I need to become? What is the price that I need to pay in order to get this kind of result? And sometimes it will take you time to pay this price. And that's where discipline and delayed gratification comes into play. The truth is that when you pay a price for something, you measure your commitment to that thing based on the attention you pay to that thing. Let me put it this way, because I know you may not understand, understand what I just said right now. Now, for you to pay a price to tell yourself I'm ready to do this, you have to measure it by your level of commitment. For example, you measure your level of commitment by your ability to commit the 4 currencies of your life, which is time, resources, money, and energy. These are the 4 currencies of life. If you can't commit any of these three, or any of the three out of the four, any of the two out of the four, any of the four, trust me, you are not ready to commit to move yourself from where you are right now to the next level. Because guess what? You must commit time to learning. You must commit your resources. Those of you here listening to me, you're spending your data. That is your resources. You're here listening to me, you're spending your time. That's a currency. You're spending your energy to implement. But if you're not ready to also spend this in your business, in yourself, to upgrade yourself to the next version of you, to get yourself to the next level of who you need to become, then trust me, you're not ready to commit. You're not ready to grow your life. Okay? So this is why I need you to switch from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. All right? I need you to, sorry. I think TikTok needs me to verify something. Okay, so this is why I need us to switch our mindset from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Be ready to pay the price. Pay the price to commit. Pay the price of commitment to learn. Pay the price of commitment to work. Pay the price of commitment to execute on what you've been learning here. Spend your life currency. Spend your time currency. Spend your energy currency. All right. Trust me, the return on investment, the ROI, is going to be very, very great. People with growth mindset ask the right question. They learn everything they need to learn. They implement and execute on their knowledge. Why? Because they know that wealth is not pursued. Wealth is attracted by the mind, by your mindset. It has a lot of things to do with who you are becoming. Who you're becoming determines the level of growth you are having, and that determines the kind of wealth you attract per time, per level in your life. So wealth is not pursued. Wealth is attracted to the values of who you are becoming intentionally through what? Through your growth. So please, let's go and work on our mindset. Let's go of the fixed mindset and adopt the what? The growth mindset. And the last but not the least is what I call the poverty mindset. When people say that they are poor, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are poor, meaning you don't have money in your pocket. No. Poverty, not having money in your pocket means you're broke, but you are not poor. Poverty means, being poor means poverty of the mindset. So, poverty mindset, people that have poverty mindset only see problems. They only see challenges. They have no business or relationship talking about a solution or a possibility to a challenge or to solve a problem. Rather, they magnify the problem. They are the ambassadors of bad news. I love to call them that. So, hence, every little challenge they experience or see becomes a big roadblock for them. So, someone with a growth mindset, someone with a wealth mindset, someone with an abundance mindset, when they come across challenges, the first thing they will do is to do what? They become the person to sell the solution on how to cross that challenge to the people with poverty mindset. So, my dear Alpha Lions in business, always replace your mind. Replace the poverty mindset, replace the scarcity mindset, replace the fixed mindset with what? A growth mindset, an abundance mindset, a wealthy mindset. Let me take that again. Replace a poverty mindset, a fixed mindset, a scarcity mindset with a growth mindset, an abundance mindset, and a wealthy mindset. No matter what you think or say about anything in your life, guess what? As long as you're the one that said that thing, be it good or bad, right or wrong, you are right. And when you say it when you think it and say it, you manifest it. You are your own creation. So you manifest the kind of life you want. So be wise and make sure when you're manifesting through what you think and what you're saying, you are in tune with a positive dimension of what? The frequency of abundance. Just make sure, always guard yourself. The moment you see you're thinking negative, switch it. You can switch it, like switch it off and switch backwards, positivity, abundance, and what? Growth mindset. And always remember that the antidote to thinking negative, feeling bad is what? Gratitude. All right. Every challenge or any problem you encounter in your life or in any when you find yourself in any circumstances, just make a decision that this will not leave me negative. I will leave this challenge or circumstances triumphantly, meaning with a positive mindset. Okay, so make a decision today to always be in tune with the frequency of abundance and not that of scarcity. At this point, I want to thank each and every one of you for spending your time and your resources with me here. So hope you gained a lot of value. I need you to comment, drop in the comments your favorite emoji, share with me what broke out loud for you if you gained value from this section. All right. Thank you very much, those of you in Zoom. Thank you very much for those of you on YouTube, those of you on Instagram, those of you on TikTok. Thank you. So feel free to send me a DM or visit my website using the link on my bio for a one-on-one coaching section in your business. If you want to apply, if you need help or assistance to apply everything I said in your life in order for it to reflect in your business, just send me a DM or use the link on my bio. Visit my website www.innetaugusta.com, all right, and get in touch with me, or you can send me a DM. Okay, so I need you to share this video, share the link of this video to help as many people as possible to overcome their negative mindset, their fixed mindset, their scarcity mindset, and adopt a positive mindset. So please, your way of giving back to the society and saying thank you is you liking this video and sharing it to at least 7 times 7 people around your community or even on your page. And please don't forget to like this video. If you're not following us, click on the follow button, turn on your post notification. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, turn on your post notification so that you don't miss our you don't miss the awesome sections and the live sections we'll be having on this page. And if there's something you want us to talk about in your business, just drop it in the comments. As of this point, thank you very much, everyone. I remain my humble self, Eminent Augusta, the lady with the lion heart, and I love each and every one of you. Peace out. All right, TikTok people, thank you. Instagram people, thank you. Adebayo Bello, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, those of us on YouTube, thank you very much. Love you all. Bye.